Tiffany, and this is my channel, Who's Your Handmade. Thank you so much for stopping by today. In today's video, we are talking all about a personalized approach to designing your dream handmade wardrobe. If that sounds interesting to you, stick around. Like I said, thank you so much for stopping by today. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Please consider subscribing if you like this kind of content. I would love to get to know you better and welcome you into this community. And thank you so much to every one of my subscribers that are watching today. It means so very much for you all to tune in. Please do give this video a thumbs up if you like this kind of content. YouTube really likes when your videos get those thumbs up. And leave a comment down below. I would love to know your thoughts on what we're going to talk about today, because this is kind of a new thing for me to bring up here on my channel. I feel like that this is a deep subject for me. Usually my channel is a lot about, my makes and my kind of opinions on patterns and doing pattern reviews and showing you guys what I've been making and doing pattern and fabric hauls and stuff like that. So to kind of shift into a video like I'm getting ready to do it's been a big weight on my mind. I've been researching a ton about this, and I've really been trying to be the most educated I can be so that I can present this to you guys in a very intellectual kind of way. So I hope that doesn't scare you off the video. I really hope that you do enjoy this content. Let me know down below what you guys think. So let's just get right into this video. Like I said, this is kind of a deeper subject. So what we're looking at today is a personalized approach to designing your dream handmade wardrobe. So about a year ago, I ran across a video here on YouTube by the content creator Mariah Pattie, I think is her last name. She's got a really neat YouTube channel. I'm going to link all of her information down below. And she had a video about how to analyze your wardrobe and analyze what you actually need from your wardrobe to make the perfect handmade wardrobe. So her video is a really awesome video. I'm going to link it down below. Highly suggest that you go watch that video. It's about 28 minutes long. She has so much in that video that is so amazing. So that is her video about this concept. She's created it. She is she's designed this kind of process, and she walks you through this 8-step process. So I am not going to be necessarily teaching you that process. This is her brainchild, but I have watched her video a couple times now, and I am implementing this in my own life, in my own wardrobe, and I really just wanted to share this concept with you. We hear a lot about like capsule wardrobes, and those are so fun, those are really neat, but that's not the only option out there when you're thinking about your handmade wardrobe. And this kind of analysis, this kind of process to look at your wardrobe is an all-encompassing process. So we're looking at your entire wardrobe. We're not just looking at seasonally, or we're not just looking at 10 pieces. We're looking at the entire thing. So I found this video about a year ago, and I watched that. So a year ago, I was fairly new to sewing. I only had a few months under my belt of actually doing garment sewing, and I was just fed up with the ready-to-wear options that I was finding. I'm a curvy girl. I was not finding really great options out there. When I was finding things in my size, they didn't fit very good, and they were expensive. And I just got really frustrated with the ready-to-wear scene. So I really was interested in this video when I came across it kind of randomly. She has a really big YouTube presence, so you might have seen this video before. You might have watched it before. If you haven't, please do go check out her video. Her video will be the one to teach you about this method. My purpose in making these videos is to bring awareness to this kind of process, direct you to her video for the instructions, and then I would love to walk through these steps with you guys and my experience. So what I have decided for myself and then how it has affected me in the year 2022 and how I want to implement it into my handmade wardrobe for 2023. So this is a brand new year. We are starting fresh here. So I thought this was a great time to bring up this video. Let's talk about it. Let's bring out all the amazing points that she has. And I really just wanted to give this a kickoff in my own wardrobe for 2023. So I'm going to break these videos up because this is a lot of information. She smashes it somehow into a riveting 28 minutes. So her video really is not that long for all the information that she gives you. So again, refer back to her video for how to implement this process. I'm going to do a two-part video. So this video today is going to be like an intro, and we're going to talk about this process, and then we're going to go very briefly over those 8 steps that she walks you through. I'm just going to mention them. I'm not going to go into great detail. She does that so perfectly in her video. And then the next video that comes out in this series will be me going through these steps in my personal wardrobe and kind of going over my answers to this workshop with you guys. Kind of just gives you an example to go off of. Hopefully I will give you guys spark some interest in this kind of concept, looking at your handmade wardrobe. And if nothing else, y'all can just be nosy and see what I'm doing for a handmade wardrobe plan. That is totally fine if you are not interested in this at all and you're just nosy. So just come along on the journey with me and let's get started. I've already given a pretty good intro to her. Again, her channel name is Mariah Pattie, I believe is how you say it. Really awesome channel. Go check it out. She implements an 8-step process to look at a handmade wardrobe. So how did I know that I was ready for a handmade wardrobe? I was just dipping my toes in when I watched this video in January of 2022. I had just dipped my toes into sewing garments, but I was addicted. I loved it. It was so much fun. And I really had to take an internal look at myself and my life and what kind of requirements my wardrobe had. There's a couple things in her videos that really kind of a light bulb moment for me that, you know what, yes, that I am noticing that kind of thing. So those were some indications to me that I was definitely ready to take the big leap into not buying ready to wear anymore and going toward an almost completely handmade wardrobe. And there are some exceptions that we're going to talk about. That one of the steps in this 8-step program, if you will, is to acknowledge what you just do not want to make yourself. You can't make those. You would never want to make those. So that's a step in this process. But for the most part, this is a process to help you analyze your completely handmade wardrobe. This is a plan to stop buying ready-to-wear clothing completely. And I was all for that. So one indication is that when I would go out into ready to wear, and I have been noticing this for months and I'm still doing it now, I will go out into a store, let's say somewhere nice like JCPenney, or nice, nice for my area, some like Dillard's, or, a nice department store that carries a lot of women's clothing. I go now with an eye that's not saying, oh, I really love that dress. I think I need to buy it. $39.99. That's a really great price. That doesn't run through my mind anymore. What runs through my mind now is, oh, that dress is really pretty. I think I'll snap a picture of that because I think I can make that. I think I have a pattern that matches that dress, or I think I can create that myself. So that was a huge indication to me that I am moving away from the purchasing, the buying, the impulse of see it in a store on sale and buy it. I'm moving towards using patterns, using my own creativity to recreate that look that I really, really like for myself. Second indication that I was ready to give up ready to wear and my shopping and buying habits was that I was really taking a look at trends and what was popular, and I was kind of rejecting, noticing that the trends really are not influencing how I buy and what I wear anymore. Maybe it's age, maybe I'm aging out of wanting to follow trends and be trendy. I really don't even know who is really at the top of their game in the fashion industry anymore. What I'm more concerned about is, my comfort, my personal style, what I am drawn to. And so that was a real indication to me that I am ready to leave the ready to wear kind of scene and get into more handmade. I'm not jumping on the idea of buying the newest thing anymore, the newest sweater or the newest kind of jacket. I don't do that anymore. And, I'm not really even concerned with sewing those things. I'm not really concerned with trying to recreate those really rapid changing trends that I just can't keep up with. That's the bottom line. I cannot sew them as fast as they come and go. They're not sustainable in my wardrobe. They're not going to be pieces that I reach for. So I really, it was really an indication to me that I am more internalizing my need for my style and really kind of creating that style all for myself. So let's briefly walk through the 8 steps to this analysis. Like I said, I am not going to teach and preach on these. Go to her video, let her tell you what they really are about. I'm just going to go through them really quickly and kind of give you some highlights just to give you an idea of what these 8 steps are. So the first step is to ask yourself, why do you want to sew handmade? And that is kind of your reason for wanting handmade garments. So I'm not going to give you my answers to these right now. I'm just going to fly over the questions. In the next video, we will talk more about what my answers were and my own analysis for this process. Number 2 is identify your true style. Maybe you know this already, but there are things like Pinterest that could help you out. Watching other YouTube videos can kind of help you out. Or, browse ready to wear. Like I said, I found a really beautiful dress in ready to wear and I love that style and I've adopted it for my own and now I'm going to recreate it. So identify your true style. Number 3 is evaluate your current wardrobe. What are you wearing now? What are you actually wearing? What do you wear day to day? What do you reach for? Evaluate your wardrobe now, not the one you wore 5 years ago, 10 years ago, or the one you even want to wear, in 5 years or in 10 years. Evaluate where you are right now. Number 4 is identify your wardrobe requirements. So this would be like a job. This would be your occupation. This is a requirement for your wardrobe. Like, you have to have these kinds of clothes in order to do your occupation, your job, etc. Whether you're actually going out to a job or not, we all have occupational requirements for our wardrobe. So analyze what yours is. Number 5 is categorize your clothing. So look back at your clothing, your wardrobe now. So go back to number 3, see what you're actually wearing, what are you actually reaching for, and then categorize them into however many categories you need them to be. There's no set number. I could have 5 categories, you could have 10 categories. It's going to totally depend on your own life. Number 6 is called priorities, stasis, and she calls it cheats. I don't really like the term cheats, so I am changing that to compromise. So priorities is something that you want to make, you will make them, you are planning to make those kinds of garments. Stasis is the garments that you just don't need any more of. You have plenty, or what you have will last for a really long time and you shouldn't need to replace it. And then that last one, the one she calls cheats, but I'm calling compromises, are things that you're just going to end up buying. You're just going to end up buying these things because they're either not in your wheelhouse of making, like shoes. It's just not in my wheelhouse. I know that there are people out there, amazing people out there making shoes, but that is just not in my wheelhouse. So these things in my compromise section are the things that I'm just going to go ahead and assume that I'm going to buy. 7 is plan some projects. So give yourself a kickstart here. Give yourself a jumping off point think about what you want in your wardrobe right now. What are some holes, perhaps? What are some things that you want and need? And that is how I have divided these up. I've divided number 7 into wants, what I want to sew, what I want to add into my wardrobe, and then what I need, what I actually need in my wardrobe right now. Like there's a giant hole. So that's what I've done for number 7. For number 8 is a really simple but not so simple one. It is just stop buying clothes. So her last one there, she really wants to emphasize to stop buying ready to wear. That's what we're working up here towards. This is going to look different for everyone. Like I said, I'm not going to stop buying shoes. I'm not going to be making them myself, so I'm not going to stop buying them. So this is going to look different for you, and it's going to look different for me. This process is trying to help you find is a mostly handmade wardrobe, marrying in the things that you just know you're going to have to go buy at a store somewhere. So I hope this is of interest to you. I hope this is kind of maybe quirked your curiosity about this video. Do go check out Mariah's video. It is amazing. You will not regret those 28 minutes. It's really interesting to see other types of analysis for wardrobe. So this is, like I said, this is heavy for me. I usually don't have these kinds of videos, but this analysis has really helped me so much in giving me direction for my sewing. And sometimes in January, we're kind of lost. We don't really know where to go. We've just come out of the Christmas season and we're kind of at sea at what to do next and what project to pick up. So this has really helped direct me, and it really has helped me in my in my pursuit for a handmade wardrobe. And we're going to talk about that next week. We're going to go through, like I said, we're going to go through my analysis. I'm going to give you my examples, and then I'm going to tell you how it has changed my buying habits, my wardrobe for 2022, and I hope to accomplish in 2023. So thank you so much for joining me today, you guys. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about this? I know it's heavy. I know it's kind of makes you put your thinking cap on a little bit, and that is totally fine. That is okay. If you are simply here to just be nosy and see how I organize my wardrobe, that is totally fine too. Give this video a thumbs up if you like this kind of content. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.